Yo, what's poppin' Pokepals? Rare Boy here, and I'm back with another impossible Pokemon challenge. Today we're going to find out if it's possible to beat Pokemon Fire Red using only a Wimpod. The reason why I chose Wimpod is because of its stat distribution. The only stat we have that's above 40 is our speed, and while it's nice to have the speed advantage on our opponents, it doesn't really do us much good if we can't deal a ton of damage, nor can we take a ton of damage. On top of that, Wimpod's move pool is horrible, being unable to learn a single stab move aside from Leech Life in this generation. Now, some of you may think Leech Life is great, but remember this was before Gen 7's buff, which means our base power is only 20 for Leech Life, making it the weakest move in the game. The only other stab move we have access to is Surf in this game, and that's not available to us until after the 4th gym at a bare minimum. As always, the first thing we need to do is import our Contender Sprite into Pokemon Fire Red. So for this run, I decided to edit Suicune's Sprite, since their color schemes are close enough as I'm going to get to a Wimpod. On top of that, Suicune is not a Pokemon you normally run into during a regular playthrough of Pokemon Fire Red, so this makes for the most authentic experience for this challenge. The next thing I need to do is edit Suicune's internal data so that it becomes Wimpod. I edited its typing, base stats, experience requirement to reach 100, move pool, and TM and HM compatibility. You can also see I edited our ability to be nothing, and while that sounds like a buff for Wimpod, he's going to be the only Pokemon in our party, so even if I could give him his signature ability Wimp Out, it wouldn't do us much good. As you can see, our level up moves aren't great, and mind you, I granted us with as many viable egg moves as I possibly could. I give myself as many perks as I can with my limited resources, and these egg moves just felt like an essential in this run, or else we'd be stuck with Sand Attack and Defense Curl until we can get some TMs or HMs for the entirety of the run. Now that Wimpod is officially in our game, it's time to go over the rules of the run. The first rule is that I am only allowed to use Wimpod in battle. I'm allowed to capture other Pokemon for HM usage, but they cannot assist Wimpod in battle. The second rule is that I am not allowed to use items in battle, aside from held items such as leftovers. And finally, no glitches or exploits will be used during this run, it's just a normal playthrough of Pokemon Fire Red, but with a Wimpod. With the rules explained in our Wimpod in-game, let's jump into some gameplay. The first thing I do is pick up our Wimpod from Professor Oak's lab. For this run, I replace Squirtle with Wimpod so that our rival chooses Venusaur. The 3 starters in this generation are all difficult for Wimpod to take on in this generation, so it didn't really matter which starter our rival chose. I nickname our contender Horseshoe because it looks like a horseshoe crab. Now, before you say anything in the comments section, I'm well aware horseshoe is one word. I don't know why I added the space. I might remove it at the name rater, we'll see. I take a look at his summary and he has a lax nature, so more defense but less special defense, which I'm not mad about because our offenses and speed haven't been affected. We have a fairly solid starting moveset with Metal Claw and Rollout, which are most likely going to be our final moveset. With Horseshoe on the team, it's time to conquer the Kanto region. After spending way too long training on Mankeys and Pidgeys for speed and attack EVs, I take on Brock at level 20. This may have seemed like overkill, but as you can see, we almost get annihilated by Rock Tomb, so having the stats that I went in with were essential. I even set up spikes, which greatly helped weaken Honest. After reaching Cerulean City, I decided to take on our rival first, so I can get a few more levels in before taking on Misty. We completely sweep his team with the use of Rollout and make our way through Nugget Bridge. We go into Misty's fight at level 27, and at this level we're able to sweep through her team with Rollout. She did confuse us with Water Pulse, but Horseshoe broke through and was able to finish the job. I headed straight for the SSM, but our first attempt was terrible. We were beaten because of some Sand Attack shenanigans, but after a few resets, we got the run we needed where Rollout was able to sweep through his team yet again, even after being Sand Attacked. I tried Lieutenant Surge earlier in the run, but it was just not happening. We couldn't even get past his goon's Magnemites. So after traveling through Rock Tunnel and reaching level 41, we came all the way back and just barely won this fight. Electric moves are very dangerous in this run, so they may be our demise. Despite being level 42, Horseshoe is annihilated by Erika's Victory Bell. There's just no way I see us winning this match anytime soon. We'll have to come back at a later level. I try my luck at our rival in Pokemon Tower, and we lose because of Sand Attack shenanigans yet again. So, a few tries later, and we missed our rollout on Growlithe, resetting its power and allowing us to take out Ivysaur before he could start any problems. If we didn't get that miss on Growlithe, our rollout would have ended too soon and Ivysaur could have taken us out easily. Next is Giovanni, and while this match looked promising at first, it came to a screeching halt once Kanga came in. Kanga just deals way too much damage, and we aren't dealing enough back. Well, time to do some more grinding. I tried Giovanni again at level 52, and we won because Kangaskhan just refused to attack us this time around. Why couldn't the AI do that 10 levels ago? At level 58, Erika's Victory Bell missed 3 stun spores in a row, allowing us to build our rollout and steamroll through her team. Well, that was nice. Koga, on the other hand, is a menace. We hardly deal any damage to him at this level. I think we should do the Sylph Tower first to get some well-needed levels. At level 64, our rival finally sees us as a threat and goes on the offensive with Pidgeot instead of ruining our accuracy with Sand Attack. We roll out our way to Venusaur, but Alakazam's Future Sight takes us down before we can even act on Venusaur. With a few more levels, we should be able to win this one. I try again at level 69, nice, and our damage output hasn't changed at all. We get taken down by Alakazam yet again. Maybe I should try my luck at Koga. At level 72, we just barely make it through Koga's fight while being poisoned and surviving on 5 HP. If Koga didn't heal so much, this would have been a lot more tolerable with a lot less resets, but c'est la vie. Blaine was a complete sweep once we got a run where none of my rollouts miss. You won't believe how many times I had to reset this battle because we missed our 4th or 5th rollout in a run. At level 77, I'm finally able to beat my rival after timing my rollouts correctly. I had to get a 5th turn rollout on Venusaur because a 4th turn was just out of range of a KO. Believe me, I tried. Giovanni made me nervous when we got poisoned turn 1 by Poison Sting, but because of some poor move choices on Kanga and a crit surf on Nidoqueen, we won the battle with just 18 HP left. Sabrina time, and we won this match on our first try because we didn't miss a single rollout for once. This run is so reliant on rollouts accuracy, it's not even funny at this point. Our final fight against Giovanni was our easiest one yet. Now that he has a purely ground-type Pokemon team, we were able to wash his team away using nothing but Surf. I reached level 88 before taking on our rival again, since he has a new member and higher levels. After a few resets and some rollout luck, we win this fight yet again. I just hope the Elite Four isn't this luck-based. Here are our stats just outside the Elite Four at level 92. These are horrendous, especially our special attack. We did manage to beat this game with the baby Kanga, who had a worse special attack than this, and her Surf wasn't even stabbed, so that gives me some hope. We came all this way, though, so it's time to find out if it's truly possible to beat Pokemon Fire Red using only a Wimpod. Let's find out. First up in the Elite Four is Lorelei, and this battle was going solid until I ran out of rollouts and got taken down by Lapras. I think I'm going to max out our levels so we have our best chance. I'll see you all when I get to level 100. Here are our stats at level 100, and while not much has changed, it's the best we have to work with, so let's see how we do against Lorelei now. At level 100, Dugong goes down much easier, but Cloyster was still a problem. I start hitting him specially with Surf, as Lorelei switches into Lapras to absorb my Surf with Water Absorb. She confuses us with Confuse Ray, but we didn't hit ourselves once as we take out Lapras. Cloyster and Slowbro also got taken out by the same rollout. Jinx, unfortunately, came in as the rollout ended, but one super effective Metal Claw was enough to finish the job. Honestly, I was expecting Lorelei to be a brick wall, so winning this easily is a blessing. Next up is Bruno, and all of his Pokemon resist rollout, so the only thing I can think of is to try my luck with some attack boost from Metal Claw to try and cheese my way through this battle. We unfortunately don't get so lucky on our first attempt, but I'll keep trying. Finally, after I don't know how many resets later, I got this run. We didn't even get the Metal Claw boost on this attempt, we just got really lucky with crits and misses to slide our way through to victory. Agatha's battle was a miracle. We get a Metal Claw boost turn 1 to take Gengar out on our second turn, as we build up rollouts on Golbat. Arbok's Intimidate helped it to survive our rollout, but went down, and her second Gengar went down to a turn 5 rollout. Haunter survived the Metal Claw on half health, but then it took itself out with Curse. Well, that was comically anticlimactic. Lance has always caused issues, but not because of his Pokemon, but because of our rollout. We kept missing, but once we got this run where we landed all of our rollouts and survived Outrage with 4 HP, it was a clean and decisive victory. Guys, this champion battle was nothing more than a lucky run. I played this match on speed up for about an hour, and then I finally got this run. Pidgeot didn't ruin our stats. Alakazam went down without landing a single Psychic. Gyarados missed every attack, and we avoided Alakazam's Future Sight, and we got a turn 5 rollout to land on Venusaur for the closest of close call victories ever. This challenge was heavily reliant on the gimmicky move of rollout, but with some patience, EV training, and some luck, I'm happy to announce to the world that it is possible to beat Pokemon Fire Red using nothing but a Wimpod. This challenge was a lot more difficult than I was expecting, and there were many times that made me question the likelihood of winning, but in the end, Horseshoe pulled through and did his species justice. For my next impossible challenge, we're going to be using a Galarian Darumaka in Pokemon Ruby. So if you don't want to miss that one, be sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a like on my videos so I know you're all liking them. This has been your boy Rare Boy, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace!
Red, white, and blue, yeah, I love this place.